Hey, buddy, my name is John Fisher. Welcome to accreditedinvestors.net. Leads for sale. So the reason I started these videos off with what we call keywords. A keyword is something that you will punch into Google when you're looking for something. So if I'm looking for puppy dogs, I'll go to Google and I'll punch in puppy dogs. In this particular case, leads. What is a lead? Lead is a name and address and a phone number. And for sale is, of course, pretty much you understand what that means. So we have been selling leads for 32 years. We have an A+ rating. I started this company a long time ago, and we've been very, very successful. I think in 32 years we've done over $25 million in business. The type of leads that we used to sell was pretty much everything. And probably in the last, 20 years, we have pretty much limited to accredited investors and precious metals buyers, numismatic coin buyers. I'm going to tell you why. In the lead business, there could be a lot of problems, and that problem could be that you never know who you're selling leads to. And if you're selling leads to scammers, you don't want to be part of that whole thing. You don't want to be like the guy who's supplying the names, the sucker list of people that are getting ripped off. So I had to somewhere 10, 15, 20 years ago, whatever it was, I said to myself, okay, so what can I sell where I can sleep at night and I don't have to worry about these people getting ripped off, So number one, I started with the accredited investors. Why? An accredited investor is a millionaire. I mean, he's got home value, $1 million net worth, not including his home. He's sophisticated. He's making at least $200,000 a year for the last 2 years. He's a sharp guy or girl that's making that kind of money. And to me, I think a person like that can do their due diligence and they can make sure, that, I could hand off and not have to worry about selling a name like that the person doesn't know what he's doing. The numismatic coin buyer or the precious metals buyer, he's getting a tangible. So if he buys a 1 ounce coin of gold, and today gold is sitting at 2,000, whatever he paid for that coin, because I'm sure he got marked up, there's always a markup, there's the bid and the ask. Let's say it was an excessive markup. He paid 25% over the coin's value. No matter what, that coin's always going to be worth whatever spot gold or spot silver is. So see, that's how my head works. That's why I go ahead and sell A, accredited investors, because they're sophisticated, and B, precious metals because it's a tangible. And the worst possible scenario, the guy ends up with the value of what that particular precious metals is when weighed by the ounce and what the current price is. Plus or minus bid and ask. If you sell, you lose, and if you buy, they slap a little bit on top of it. That's why it's never spot. It's all either the bid or the ask. So and that's been my success. That's what I've been doing. And when you look at the leads that we have been selling, have been limited to that. I'm serious. We don't do anything else, and that really limits the amount of people that we could reach, especially with internet advertising or whatever. But I love it. I like it. I like to sleep at night, number one, and number two, I'm not into selling. When somebody calls me up and says, "Yeah, I'm looking for people 65 years plus," right away I say to myself, "What are you up to?" Or I get the guys from Jamaica that trying to sound American, and yeah, we're looking for lottery leads, man. It's like lottery leads. Please, you still doing that? Back in the old days, they had the pens and pencils. They had the people doing the diabetic stuff. They got busted. You got the, people doing DUIs, DWIs. They just got busted. There's so many scams out there. It's just very, very crazy. So if you want to be in the lead business and you don't want to piss off the regulators, you got to do something, that pretty much protects everybody. You got the do not call. There's 250 million people on a do not call. I have opinions about that. I think it's not sustainable. But there's a lot of states that I won't sell. I don't sell Pennsylvania, Montana, South Dakota, North Dakota, Hawaii, Alabama. Precious metals, you have to register to sell in Minnesota. And California, Californication, I choose not to sell anybody in California. I just don't like that state. A, B, they got some rules and regulations where they want me to have a portal and let people opt in. I'll opt you out. So we don't sell California leads, and we haven't sold California leads ever since that rule came out. So yeah, leads for sale. We've been doing it for a long time. Any disconnect, wrong numbers, we replace 2 for 1. We have an A+ rating. We're good at what we do. And I go to the artificial intelligence, and I look up information, and then I say to myself, this artificial intelligence is not as sharp as it is. I challenge artificial intelligence when it comes to the lead business, and I don't like the bias. I mean, I noticed the bias right away. I've done some independent research, on a lot of things, recovery, and alcoholics, and I've done a lot of searches on a lot of different things. And there is absolutely, whoever programmed those computers, there is definitely a slant, and I don't like that. I like just in the middle. I don't want to hear your opinion. I want to hear, if you're supposed to be intelligent, and give me the facts. So I can tell you from 32 years of experience, there isn't much intelligence out there better than experience itself. So if you're looking for leads for sale, you found us. accreditedinvestors.net. John Fisher, 561-239-0364. Have a beautiful day, and God bless.